Assyria invaded Judah when Hezekiah was king. When the army arrived at Jerusalem, the commander of the Assyrian army arranged a meeting with him and the city officials. He said to them, "I have a message from Sennacherib, the great king of Assyria. He says to your king, why are you resisting our great army? Are you waiting for another nation to come and help you? Listen, they're not coming. They're all afraid of us. Oh, are you trusting in the Lord your God? Why? He's the one that sent us here to crush you." The people of Jerusalem were listening to this up on top of the city wall. The commander was speaking in Hebrew and loud enough so they could hear. The city officials said, "Please, speak in your own language. We understand it." The commander laughed and spoke louder and said, "No! My message is not only for Hezekiah, it's for the common man upon the wall. They're the ones who are going to suffer when we crush you." He then pointed up at the men and yelled at them, "Listen, don't trust Hezekiah your king. Don't trust the Lord your God. Trust Sennacherib, the great king of Assyria. He will take care of you. We have crushed many nations, and their gods weren't able to protect them." When Hezekiah heard this message, he ripped his clothes. He went into the temple to pray. He sent a message to Isaiah asking him to pray for God's people. Isaiah sent a message back from the Lord. The Lord said, "I heard this man talking. Don't be afraid of him. I'm going to whisper into his ear, and he'll rush back to his own country. And when he gets there, someone is going to kill him." Suddenly, the commander got news that there was trouble. He knew his king needed him. So he withdrew his entire army and left. Sometime later, Sennacherib once again directed his army to go towards Jerusalem. Along the way, he sent a message to Hezekiah. He said, "Did your God tell you that he would protect you from me? Don't listen to him. It's not true. I have conquered the gods of many nations and have burnt them with fire. Your God will not be able to protect you from me." Hezekiah took this letter and went into the temple and spread it out before the Lord. Isaiah sent him a message from God, but it wasn't addressed to Hezekiah, but to Sennacherib. It said, "Who do you think you are? I have asked Jerusalem to spit on you. Who do you think you're mocking? I'm the one who put you in power so you could judge the other nations. Now, are you so arrogant that you yell at me? Listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a hook in your nose. I'll put a bit into your mouth, and I'll lead you back to the barn from whence you came." Hezekiah, don't be afraid of this man. Not one arrow will hit Jerusalem. he will suddenly turn his army around and go back to his country. I am your defender. I will fight this battle for you. That night, the Assyrian army stopped for the night. Men sat around bonfires until it was time to go to sleep. In the morning, 185,000 men were dead where they slept. The Assyrian army was full of dead men. Sennacherib went back to Nineveh. He went into the temple of his God and knelt down before his idol. His 2 sons came in and killed him. Sennacherib, the great king of Assyria, was dead, and Jerusalem was at peace.